Yo, what's up, guys? Kevin here. Welcome to the Snowboard Pro Camp live chat. Here with TJ.
What's going on, guys? Hope y'all are having a great day.
Yeah, so gonna be on here for the next hour to answer all your questions. And yeah, hit us up with any snowboard related questions and let us know where you guys are watching from. Today we were up on the Whistler Glacier snowboarding and yeah, just getting some good laps in.
Definitely.
And yeah, it's been a good week. This is like 3 or 4 days in a row, just been up there riding. And yeah, thanks to everyone for checking out the latest videos too. So
Definitely. Yeah. It's been fun on the glacier. It's starting to get a little bit better every day, kind of as we anticipated. They got more features. I think we're up to like 11 features now.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's good times. But yeah, thanks. Let's give some shout outs here. We got tons of people. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We got Reggie, we got Adam, we've got BRD, FRSQ, random. We got Rob Gams. What's up, man? And Jen's on here. El Stacker says to smash the like button. Thanks, El Stacker. You're a legend, dude. TJ, you want to give some shout outs?
Yeah, let's see who else we got here. Andrew Coates. What's up, man? We got looks like that was the early crew here. Shred 1904. We got Narav on the chat today.
Yeah, Kevin, he says.
Gavin Laird, what's up, man?
Abby from Minnesota. We got Nick. Thanks for tuning in. We got Kevin A. And Kevin A with the first question. He says, how old do you have to be to stay in a hotel in Whistler? I think you need to be like 24 to book a hotel in Whistler.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe not at all the hotels, but I think it's about that. Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't know. I would have guessed a little bit younger than that, but it could very well be 24.
To make a reservation with a credit card, you might. Yeah. I don't know. And yeah, we got Rory Hodge says, hey man, you guys coming back to Queenstown? Yeah, I think the plan is to definitely get down to New Zealand sometime like early September. So we'll be, I think, staying in Wanaka this year, but we'll definitely visit Queenstown because awesome place. We did like the escape room last time. Yeah, lots of things. What else we do in Queenstown?
Ooh, I feel like we just ate at a bunch of different restaurants.
Shout out to Fergburger.
Fergburger. We checked out the little kind of beach area they have down there.
Some board shops.
Yeah, quite a few board shops.
What else? We got some cookies. There's like a cookie store in Queenstown.
Yeah, with like the cookie dough.
Yeah,
that place was really good.
Lots of stuff. Hung out with David Jones down in Queenstown. Shout out David.
Yeah, hopefully we'll all get down there and get to try the escape room again.
Yeah. And we got, so Adrian says that Glacier looks amazing. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty nice. Burke says, do you guys know of any good powder split boards from Washington? Yeah, lots of good ones out there. So I've got the Jones Solution split board. I think so far that's been a great one.
Yeah, there's pretty much any split board you get is going to do pretty well in powder, I would say. But they definitely make some that are more powder specific, like the Rossignol Sushi, for example, comes in a split. The Jones Storm Chaser, the Hovercraft are a little bit more directional and very powder specific. So yeah, there's some good options out there for sure.
I don't know if he's looking for powder specific ones, but powder split boards. I think.
Yeah, well, yeah, powder.
Oh, they're all made for powder, right?
Yeah. So why not call out some of the super directional ones?
Well, because I don't know. Would you recommend those to like if somebody's buying a split? You told me not to buy them.
Well, for powder.
I guess
But
okay.
yeah, I mean generally, you're gonna, even on a nice pow day, you're gonna run into some variable terrain on a split board, so it is nice to have a bit of a tail.
Yeah, what else? So there's like the Arbor Aguchi Pro. Is that the one? It's like a good split board too.
Yeah, that one's pretty. It's like a directional twin board, but
LibTech, LibTech Gold member, bunch out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nice says, hey man, could Could you coming to Perisher for the Australian snow season? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we're thinking about it. We're like looking at all the options, but one option is to fly into Sydney and then go down to Perisher. So that could be a really fun thing to do.
Definitely, yeah. I'd like to head back to Oz for sure.
And Abby says, I can't wait till summer is over so I can go boarding again. Yeah, definitely. And then Colby's watching from Oklahoma. And Kiosio says, how to be not afraid of jumping high. Yeah, I think with like hitting jumps and that, it's like, it's about sort of progressing slowly and like, yeah, starting small, getting comfortable. Yeah, what do you do when you're on like a jump that you're not like totally comfortable with?
I think ideally if you can watch some other people hit it so you can know the speed, basically just finding a way where you can be comfortable where you know you're not gonna land on the deck of the jump. So like you're gonna have like a relatively soft landing in the transition. So yeah, watch some other people hit the jump, work your way up, and yeah, speed is your friend on jumps. So.
And just make sure you're feeling comfortable that day too. Like the conditions are good, you're feeling it. And yeah, just like do a bunch of laps, sort of like trying to do things that you are comfortable with, like maybe hitting some side hits, doing some ollies, hitting some of the jumps you're feeling comfortable with. And then once you feel like you're in that groove, then you can start to step it up.
Yeah.
And we got Joe watching from Manchester, UK. Chuck Van says, good morning from Oz. And Adams Searles Hornestage says, my beanie just arrived. Thanks, Kevin. Go Raptors. Hey, TJ.
What's up, man?
Nice. Yeah, I'll be watching the Raptors game. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, this will be the last game. Hopefully, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. And Desmond's watching from Massachusetts. That's a hard one to say. El Stacker is still telling everyone to hit that like button. Thanks, man.
Always.
All right. Nick says, I asked you a few months ago about snow resorts in Indiana. You said you might try and make it there. Have you given any thought to it? Not yet, but next winter is a long ways away. So
yeah,
we have lots of time to still plan. But yeah, we've got some stuff like on our minds for next season. What's at the top of your list, TJ?
Oh man, the top of my list. I probably the Japan trip, want to get back out there. But other than that, I'd really like to explore California a little bit more. I think that'd be a good time.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, looking forward to getting back to Europe and maybe checking out like some resorts in Italy.
Oh yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah, definitely. Actually, there's so many places in Europe to check out still.
Yeah. Do you want to go to the same place in Japan or somewhere different? The guy that we met today that's written in Japan said his favorite place is Miyoko.
Oh, really? Down there by Hakuba. I think, yeah, Miyoko could be cool. And then I know we know Joey we met down in Oz, who's going to be down there. But that could be cool. I wouldn't be opposed to going back to Niseko, though, and like spending more time at like Risutsu and maybe go to Kororo as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd both be great. I don't know. It's a tough call.
And Tom Lindsay says 2020 Solomon Huck Knife or 2020 Capita DOA as a new park / all mountain board. I think it depends. I would say that the Huck Knife is much softer than the DOA. So go for the Huck Knife Huck Knife if you want something that's softer, a bit more buttery. But go for the DOA if you want more stability and you want to maybe like ride with more speed and aggression.
Yep.
Any other thoughts on that one?
No, I think that's like the biggest difference, honestly, as you're looking between those two boards in particular. You know, the Huck Knife is going to be way more pressable and like, yeah, freestyle friendly.
Yeah.
The DOA is still super fun in the park, but it definitely, yeah, has more power and stability.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just so yeah, between those two, both good choices. Just depends on the kind of riding you're doing. Today I was riding the DOA and it was awesome in the slushy conditions. Like I find that having a stiffer board in the slush is just keeps you more in control. Your board sometimes, like in slush, the board will get like flexed out and then causing you to like go back or forward, where like but a stiffer board you can kind of like charge through things a bit easier.
Yeah, power through it a bit.
Yeah, what do you think of that? Like, you're riding the Twin Pig?
Yeah,
you find that's a bit more stiffer. Like, how's it compared to the Westmark?
It's flex wise, it's pretty similar. But the biggest thing with the Twin Pig is it's got that width, man, which is so much fun in the slush. Like on the way to the park, there's a bit of a kind of like an ungroomed section you can cruise through and just dig in really deep turns through there, and never worrying about my heels catching or anything makes it a lot of fun for the spring and the summer.
Nice.
And it's a bit shorter as well, so it's a 151, which makes it a little bit easier to whip around. So
cool.
Yeah, I've been liking it.
Nice. And so Nice says Perisher has some record-breaking snow. They opened up a week early. You heading down anytime this season? Yeah, but probably not until September time. So a little ways away.
I've seen the photos Perisher has been putting out, though. It does look awesome. Hopefully, those of you that are down there are enjoying it.
Yeah. And yeah, in the meantime, next week, we're going to be at High Cascade Session 1 at Mount Hood in Oregon.
Yep.
And then we're also going to be at Session 3. And yeah, if anybody's still thinking about signing up, they gave us a promo code. It's Snowboard Pro Camp 2019, and that will give you guys $50 at their camp store, which is pretty cool. But yeah, everyone else I know a lot of people that watch the chat are going to be down there for Session 1, so looking forward to catching up with you guys.
Yeah.
And Adriana has a question. Any tips on how to do a frontside/backside 360? I can't get the board all the way around. It hits the snow and gets caught.
Yeah.
So today I was actually doing some like switch back threes, just like on a side hit. And I was feeling that one thing was like just really giving yourself a chance to like wind it up with your arms and like shoulders and everything, and then create that rotation, like really using your arms and timing that with the pop too, so that you're like popping as you're unwinding. Sometimes you can kind of like unwind too soon, which then stops doesn't continue the momentum around. So timing all that together so that you get with the pop and the rotation, everything comes around. What do you have a tip for threes?
Yeah, I think, if you're doing that and you still just can't quite get it all the way around, just think about doing a bit of a shifty to get that last bit of the rotation, and hopefully that'll clean it up and get you landing straight so you're not catching your edge or anything, and riding away smooth.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Yeah, that last little twist. You almost want to visualize the landing and think of like you want to land the same way that you take off. And so, you can force your board just that last 90 degrees if you need to. Yeah, hope that helps.
Definitely. Snow Bear got the Capita Outsiders board. Heard it was good for park. Was it worth it? Yeah, I've liked the Outsiders. It's a little bit stiffer than the DOA, but pretty similar, and it's a great kind of all mountain freestyle board, really fun on jumps, and it's not super flexy, but yeah, it's definitely good for park. So hopefully you enjoy it.
And that's the same board that David Jones rode too, right?
Yeah.
Last season?
Yep. Yeah, David was on that board, and yeah, he says he likes stiffer boards, so he was really happy with that one.
Ilari Korko says you should come ride in Finland. Oh yeah, there's some.
That could be cool.
Yeah, lots of riding in Finland. Lots of like pros out of Finland.
Yeah.
And
I have no idea what the resorts are like out there, though. I've never looked into it.
Yeah, me neither. And Engen says an Orca split would rip. Yeah, are they coming out with an Orca split board? I don't think they are, but
they should.
Maybe Engen knows, like, has some inside info. Yeah, that would be my split board if I could. Yeah,
that would be awesome.
And Wilbury says, "Hey fellas, how are the conditions up at Blackcomb?" Today it was kind of like overcast, cloudy, and windy, and kind of cool, which was different from yesterday. Yesterday it was like hot and like just kind of sweltering.
Yeah.
But it kind of changes every day.
Yeah, like originally the forecast this week was supposed to be just hot and sunny throughout the whole week, and we didn't even bring hoodies or like any extra layers up there today, just kind of anticipating that to continue. But yeah, the weather switches up pretty quickly here in Whistler. It was still fun though, but yeah, overcast for sure.
El Stacker says, good job on the 360 out of the rail. Awesome. Thanks, man. Yeah, appreciate the support, El Stacker.
Super clean.
And Aaron says, TJ, on an all-mountain freeride board, would you take a Super Pig or a Kazu? Or do you have any other suggestions for similar boards?
Oh man, I think for all mountain freeride, I'd probably go Super Pig, honestly, man, because for freeriding and carving, the width that you get with the Super Pig is so much fun. That's a huge advantage, and it makes that board pretty unique. Yeah, I don't know, like the Kazu is great too, but yeah, I'd go Super Pig. I don't know if I'd recommend any others. I think those are both great choices, and
nice.
Yeah, snag that Super Pig if you can.
Yeah. Dude, you're a fan of the wide boards.
Yeah, I mean, especially for that style of riding too. I mean,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
And Ryan says, have you tried biking in Whistler? TJ, you could probably answer this one better than me because I don't do much biking.
Yeah, I've been getting into the bike park a bit this year. I'm gonna be around this summer, so I figured I would just go for it. And I've probably been in the bike park like 6 days, still just kind of riding blues. Beeline is my favorite, but it's really fun. It's super proper, very well maintained, and they've got trails for everybody. You know, if it's your first time on a mountain bike, the greens are fine, and then, you know, all the way up to like double black diamonds. So yeah, just trying to figure out how to jump right now. So, but I really just like the bank turns. There's really fun flow trails, and that's what I'm focusing on right now.
And Santi Marto says, are you coming to Argentina? So we're going to Chile. I don't think we're going to make it to Argentina. Like, I feel like we only have so much time on this trip, and we're already going to be stretching ourselves thin trying to get to like a few different resorts. Yeah. So maybe Argentina next time. But yeah, if you want to come snowboarding in Chile and meet up, maybe we'll see you in Chile.
We'll be up there.
Miles says, tips for a trip to Niseko. Yeah, we might have a few tips. I would say like the best month that we've been told to go is January. That's when the snow is the most consistent.
Yeah, it paid off this past trip.
If you go out for dinner, a lot of places you need a reservation, so it's good to book things ahead of time.
Yeah, it's tough to get into places if you have a group larger than 4 people as well. So smaller groups are better.
Yeah.
And honestly, for all the resorts in Niseko are very close to each other. So if you don't have a rental car, kind of staying around the Harafu area, that could play to your advantage as well.
Yeah, you can kind of get to all the different resorts from, like, they're all on the same mountain, so you can kind of like ride between resorts.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And then what else? Japan. Oh, bring a powder board for sure.
Yep, definitely bring a powder board and pocket Wi-Fi. I think that was huge last time. Bo grabbed a pocket Wi-Fi, and we also had just like data we could use, but I found we wound up using the pocket Wi-Fi more. So it's a pretty good deal, and then, you know, multiple people in your group can use it. So yeah, that's huge too.
So Christian Sikowski says, I was riding 24 days this season and my knees have problems with regeneration. After a day of snowboarding, my knees are also the most worn out and hurt. Any tips and tricks? I'm going to a doctor soon. Maybe play around with your stance a little bit. It could be the stance that you have set up on your board. You know, I know everyone's, physiology can be like slightly different. So like I ride at 15 and -15.
Yeah, same. I got 15, -15. But yeah, the angles and the width can make a difference on how stressed out your knees are.
Yeah.
And if you feel like you're comfortable in your stance, but your knees are still getting worn out, you could always, maybe look into getting a light knee brace to just help give you a little extra support. I find when my knees start to get a bit sore from just using them too much, sometimes I'll throw on a light brace, and it helps a lot.
Yeah, maybe if you can see if you can work with a physiotherapist or like a personal trainer or somebody that can take you through some like squat exercises or even like strengthening and stretching, because sometimes you might have like tight hips or tight hamstrings or whatever it is. So like doing some physio can possibly help just kind of get things balanced out. Yeah, could be lots of things, but yeah, hope that helps out.
Definitely.
And Adam says, yeah, Kev, I got my white beanie too. Perfect for the Aussie winters. Awesome. Thanks, Adam, for the support, man. Yeah, I'm stoked on these white beanies. They're super white. Yeah, they're pretty light too, so they're not like super heavy and woolly. So down in Oz, it's cold down there, but it's not too cold. And Mitchell says, stickers just arrived in Sydney, Australia. Awesome, man.
Nice.
Chuck Van says, Perisher might be better off. I don't have a pass for there, and my cat broke down, so I'm stranded in Jindabyne at the moment.
That must be a typo for car.
Car, right. Oh, wow. Chuck Van, you're stranded in Jindabyne, man. Oh, crazy.
Sorry to hear, man. Yeah, go. There's a really good like smoothie place. You can chill.
Oh, right.
In the meantime,
dude. Yeah, go hit up that Thai restaurant too in Jindy. Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of good food there.
Do you remember what that Thai place was called?
I can't remember now. It was right by that board shop though. What is it? Was it ESS board shop where Joey was working?
Sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, it's right around the corner from there.
Yeah. But yeah, Jindabyne is so small. It's like 2 streets.
Yeah, you could just like walk around and find everything.
It's like 1 street and a back alley. It's just like there's not a lot happening.
Not too many surprises going on.
Oh, there he goes. Car, not cat. Yeah. Yeah, thanks guys for all the great questions. Tech Con says hello from Singapore. TJ, saw you riding the Twin Pig in the latest video. How do you like it?
Hey, yeah, man. The Twin Pig has been great. Just having that extra width for the slushy spring, summer conditions has been awesome, and I plan on riding it a bunch on these trips we got coming up. So yeah, it's been good. And with the twin shape, it's fun in the park, so it's perfect for right now.
And here's a question for you here, TJ, if you want to read this one.
It's from Snow Bear. Want to move to Woodward, Colorado, or somewhere near there when I grow up? Good choice or bad choice? I would say great choice, man. Copper, where Woodward is a little bit of a smaller town. Like there's actually not a grocery store there, so it's a little bit of a different kind of lifestyle living there. But Frisco, Dillon, Silverthorne are all within 15-20 minutes. So it's a little bit more of like a normal town around there, but that whole area is great. Summit County is awesome. So yeah, go for it, dude. You won't be disappointed.
Nice. And Tim says, from Cleveland, love the channel, have a new skeleton key for POW, and want to replace my old custom. Recommendations for all mountain daily driver, no park. Jones Mountain Twin, Capita Mercury, or Super DOA. Ooh. If I was you, I would probably get the Jones Mountain Twin because of if you're in Cleveland and you might be riding some firm snow or ice, you're going to get some mellow magnet traction on there. So that would be my pick.
I think I would probably go for that as well. Yeah, or the Ultra Mountain Twin. But yeah, the Mercury is good too, but you're not going to have the magnet traction, and it's a little bit more directional than the Mountain Twin since you already have the skeleton key. I think, yeah, the Mountain Twin makes the most sense. Super DOA is too park focused.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good question, man. Marty says, hey, Marty from Blue Mountain, Australia. You guys coming to Threadbow at all? Could be.
Maybe. Yeah, if we make it down to Perisher, Threadbow's just right across the way. So.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It's kind of in there somewhere. What did we do? We rode 2 days at Threadbow last year?
Yeah, 2 days. First day we kind of got rained out, and then the second day there was that like course. There was like a flow course, kind of like Holy Bowly, and it was fun, but it had completely iced over after the rain.
Yeah.
So I feel like Threadbow deserves another chance.
Yeah, it was sketchy conditions when we were there. Yeah,
it was.
But we did that. We did a cool hike and found some like fresh snow.
That's right. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was like really surprising. I didn't know that there'd be like sort of like mountains kind of behind.
Yeah, it was like layered. It was like as soon as you get to one ridge, you could see the next one.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff up there. Yeah, the mountains in Australia are like surprisingly big. But yeah, it was good. Just going to scroll down a bit, guys. Sorry if we miss any of your questions. Trying to get to as many as possible. But we got a super chat from Karen Gardner. Thanks, Karen. You're a legend. She says, thanks, TJ, for helping me out with Pillow Talk / Legacy Selections. Also to Kevin for Malavita Review. Picked up Lexas after watching that for my new Proto. Awesome. All the info is so helpful, guys. Awesome, Karen. Yeah, super stoked that it's helping you out.
Definitely. Yeah, thanks, Karen. I'm glad you're hyped on the setup, and happy to help. Thanks for hitting me up.
So the Pillow Talk, that's is that K2?
It's a Solomon board.
Yeah, Solomon.
It's like a kind of a directional Freeride kind of powder board.
Nice.
And yeah.
And Legacy, are those boots?
Those Legacy? Are bindings.
Oh, bindings.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So just trying to find a nice balance there, like performance and value.
Nice. Yeah, cool. Yeah, Karen, stoked that you're liking the gear and the reviews, and always trying to just give you guys the best info that we can possibly give.
Yeah, just honest opinions.
Yeah, it's got to be honest. And Karen, hopefully we'll see you down in Jindabyne again too. And Santi Marto says, do you have any problems with the screws in Burton channel bindings? Have you ever ridden the channel system?
I have, but never for more than a day.
Okay.
And so like in the days that I've used it, I've never had issues, but I've heard many people have had that issue.
Yeah, I've had the EST system like a few years, and I did like always I had a lot of issues with the channel system. Just once in a while, you'd get one binding just like moving. Even after getting it really tight, if you have kind of like a very firm landing, you can still have one of those bindings move on you. So I think for like the average rider, I wouldn't recommend the ESTs because it's just like, why take the risk of having that move?
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, middle of the run, just go to fully maxed out width stance. Not ideal.
Yeah, we've seen people have that problem on the trip to Mammoth. What's his name had it maxed out?
Oh yeah. I remember.
What's that guy's name? The dude from
Napa? No,
the dude from Sport RX.
Oh, Tyler.
Tyler, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of my assumption now, because like every once in a while on the chair you'll see someone just cruising down that has a clearly too wide of a stance. You're like, that can't be comfortable. Like they're just making it hard on themselves. And I just think, they probably have ESTs that just loosened up and hate to see it. Yeah,
it's like you always have to worry about the channel system as well. Like even if you do tighten it, like it's always kind of like on your mind. It's like, oh, do I need to tighten it again? You're always checking it.
Right.
So in my opinion, it's not worth it. Just like get regular like 4-hole bindings. You want to read this one?
Yeah, we got Hooch, getting down rodeo flips on the Tramp. Thanks, TJ. Can't wait to try it on snow. Awesome, man. Thanks for checking out the video. Glad it helped you out and that you're going to be throwing rodeos on snow, man. They're super fun. So with the trampoline, hopefully it'll be a real smooth transition onto snow for you.
Yeah, no, that was an awesome video. Yeah, guys, check out TJ's channel as well. Board Archive. He's got putting up a bunch of videos. The rodeo tutorial is up there.
Yeah.
And the last video is like the first day on snow on the glacier.
Yeah.
What's the next video coming?
The next video is going to be learning a new trick. I just got front board pretzels for the first time, so still got to clean them up a little bit. But I landed like 3 of them. And very stoked to get that trick down. So
nice.
Just kind of sharing that whole process of learning with you guys.
Yeah, sick, man.
Yeah.
And Ellie Flansburg says, anyone know of a good snowboard mag that's still running? RIP Transworld. It's a good question. Whenever I go to like stores now that have magazines, I'll actually like just look through the magazine section to see if there are any snowboard magazines. And I haven't seen any in a while.
Yeah, I mean, I know Snowboarder Mag is still doing their thing. I don't know if they're still doing print though. I'm not too sure what magazines are still making print issues. There's some European magazines I think that still are. I know like Method Mag is, but theirs is like quarterly. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really stay on top of that too much.
I think that it's just like with media, everything's moving to like video or just on like Instagram or like Facebook or like blog posts. So I can't imagine like magazines or even sort of like media that is a company with like employees even working out for much longer. It's like everyone can just do it with a phone and a computer now. So
yeah, it's going to be interesting the next few years. Like it's already changing. So
Adam says, hey Kevin, can you talk about how you go filming in the park and how you set the Hero 7 black up for filming the park? Yeah, so what do we typically do, TJ? So we've got, for our riding, we pretty much always have the gimbal. Yep. So it's just like the smoothest. Set the GoPro 7 up at, we've been doing 120 frames a second. That way we can like edit. When we edit, we can put it into slow motion.
Yeah. Don't use the Pro Tune, just 1080p linear mode, 120 frames per second on the gimbal, and we also throw the gimbal on like an extension pole, so just help get a little bit closer.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I think linear mode is huge. It kind of takes away all the fisheye look, so it's a little bit more difficult to get like the person in the frame. But when you have that like wide or like super wide mode, everything starts to look like it's like further and further away. So putting it into linear mode, it kind of just like keeps things a bit tighter, a little bit closer. And it kind of gives you that like look too of like the mountains actually kind of look more true to life than with the like fisheye. Everything kind of, it makes everything look smaller. So
yeah, exactly. It looks a little bit closer. And yeah, other than that, it takes practice, to keep the rider in frame. You're not, cutting the board out, cutting their head out as much as possible. And just, figuring out, where that sweet spot is to hold the camera, whether you're in front of the rider, behind them, or what have you.
Yeah, I think it's important, like always trying to switch up the camera angles. So like riding with somebody, if you're filming them, try to film them maybe from the side for a bit, get film from behind, film from in front, just kind of mixing it all up.
Definitely.
Yeah, and then also it's like, for me, it's always, I think, more important to keep the camera a little bit lower. I feel like with the GoPro, it's kind of, for whatever reason, it's like very easy for the person's like board to get out of frame, and so try to just keep it low. It's like, I feel like if you're doing a trick or a jump, it's more important to see the board than, if the person's like head gets cut off, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe one last tip kind of going along with that is as soon as you start the clip, you can kind of, the screen on the back of the GoPro, if you have a newer one, is still lit up, so you can kind of get an idea of what the framing looks like and where the GoPro is, so you can kind of have an idea where ideally you want to keep the GoPro relative to the rider. But yeah, it just takes practice, man. That was a good question.
Yeah, good question, man. And all right, Chris Henrik with this super chat. Thanks, Chris. Shout out to Chris up in Queensland, Australia. You're a legend, man. He says, so the dude stuck in Jindabyne. Go to Coquina Mexican and grab a burrito while your car gets fixed. Hashtag car repair fund. Nice, Chris.
Yeah.
I think that's Coquina Mexican. I think that's where we ran into Karen Gardner too.
It could be, yeah. I don't remember the name of that spot,
but
it was, yeah, had some good burritos.
I think it's a one burrito shop town. I don't know if was there any other there might have been another Mexican place there.
Maybe.
I
don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe not though. I feel like we would have found it.
Yeah. Jindabyne is a unique place.
Yeah.
It's very
yeah, it's a cool little town.
Yeah.
Hey, I think I saw Gabe on the chat. If you scroll up just a bit.
Gabe?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, it might have been a ways up.
Erica Constantino's on here. What's up, Erica?
Oh, there it is.
Gabe!
What up, Gabe?
Gabriel Sequeira is on here. He says, what's the best type of wax for summer shredding? Nice. Good question, man. I got some wax right here. I'll grab it.
I just use I've been using my all temp wax and it's been working okay, but there's probably some better.
You've been using all temp wax?
I literally all season. I'm gonna buy some cold temp for the winter next year. Maybe I'll pick up some warm wax for the all the summer trips. But yeah, right now just working with what I got.
And so Gabe, I've got from the Circle. It's called Cho wax. Well, it's beaver wax, warm temperature.
Definitely, yeah.
There you go, dude.
For these days, you want the warm temp wax.
$14.99. Maybe that's why Gabe went down early today. His board was running slow.
Yeah.
Dude, we should wax our boards after this.
I'm down. Yeah, I could probably use a wax. I feel like in the summer too, it's pretty abrasive on your board, so you might, waxing more often is helpful for sure.
Nice. Good question, Gabe. All right. Carrie Pierce, $7.99 Australia just because. Awesome. Thanks, Carrie, for all the support. You're a legend.
Thanks, Carrie.
All right. Andrew C., have you guys worked the K2 Mesa's boots? Thoughts? TJ, you've sold like hundreds of pairs of those boots.
I've sold a bunch of them. They're a very, very popular boot, and I think the reason that I was able to sell a bunch of them when I worked at Evo is because they seem to fit a lot of different foot types. Most people that put that boot on find it comfortable. I would say that it's a bit of a wider boot. It definitely isn't going to work for everybody, but it also comes in at a really good price and offers a lot of features. So yeah, I personally have never ridden them. I've tried them on and I think they're pretty comfy, but yeah, I've never ridden them.
Do you want to give the people a little sneak peek into your upcoming boot review video?
Yeah, sure.
Your thoughts so far on the boots?
Definitely, yeah. It's been an interesting process. So I picked up some new boots for the summer and all the trips we got coming up. I got the Ride Fuse boots, and I got them for a few reasons. They got a lot of great tech in them, like too much to name right now. But they're really comfortable right in the store. The two things that I think I like a lot about them is they got a urethane tongue and a urethane spine. So with my Adidas boots, the flex broke down really quickly. So I'm hoping that material in the tongue and the spine is going to help kind of keep the flex how I want it a little bit longer. And I was also able to size down to an 8.5, and my feet measure to a 9.5. Never thought I'd be able to wear 8.5s, and I'm making it work. The first few days were pretty uncomfortable, like definitely tight, like on the toes. But this was like day 5, I think, and they're feeling really good now.
Starting to break in?
They're breaking in really good. They still got like a great flex. They're more comfortable. And
do you like having a stiffer boot, like for support?
Yeah. Like right now, the first 2 days it was like too stiff and it felt super weird. And then it kind of broke in just a bit where now it feels really comfortable. And I probably got used to it a bit too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really happy with them. The Ride Fuse.
I've had a similar experience with the Vans sequels too. Like first couple days, they're like much stiffer than the last pair of boots. So it's like, kind of, you got to break them in a little bit because that stiffness, it kind of, you just feel like you don't have those like small adjustments. You're either like putting your board a lot on edge or like not at all, kind of like you feel like that. But then after a couple of days of like breaking them in, they just start to feel good.
I think in retrospect it would have totally been worth it to throw the boots on and like go for a hike or I don't know, dunk them in some water and like wear them for an hour.
The pond skim day would have been perfect.
That would have been the day to break them in.
Just like going straight into that water. But
first day in the park on new boots is super weird. I feel like approaching a rail, it's like you're trying to do those small adjustments so you can even hop on for a 50-50, and it's like I almost feel like I'm gonna just go straight into the rail because it's just too aggressive. But
in the Van sequels too, I almost had no foot pain. There was like a little bit of foot pain the first couple of days, but it's all gone away. But they're not as comfortable as the Vans High Standard Pros were. Those were like, I'm still claiming they're the most comfortable boots in the world. They're so comfortable. I could just like live. I could like live in those boots.
Remember you're calling it. Didn't want to take them off for the après. Just wearing them all day.
Don't want to. It's like, let's go. Let's go bowling in snowboard boots.
There you go.
Awesome guys. We got. Robert says, question for Kevin. In the pond skim video at Whistler, did your snowboard boots get really wet inside or not really? Could you possibly do another video like the pond skim video, jumping in the pond? If we had a pond, I would definitely do another video. Where we're snowboarding at now, I don't know of any like ponds around there.
No, I don't think so.
Those are kind of rare to find. So the reason that one was open is because it was the last day and like the chairs and the mountain was open where the pond was. So that's why we got over there.
And even still, it was kind of like you kind of had to hike over to it. It wasn't, super easily accessible. You kind of had to go find it. But I wish we had a pond skim.
But my boots were dry until I jumped in with both feet. And for the first 5 seconds they were dry, but the water slowly leaked in just through like around the tongue and stuff.
Crept in.
Just because I was standing like just with my boots not totally submerged, but kind of like getting pretty high up there. And it felt good though because it was so hot up there. It was nice to get some like cold glacier water in the boots.
Absolutely. That water was so bright blue. It was such a cool little pond skim. My boots were soaked. I was wearing my old Adidas that were super worn out, and I actually had some of the seams break on them, so they were wet before the pond skim.
And Jen with the super chat, thanks for the support, man. He says, hashtag shout out to the D Week Canberra crew. Shout out you guys.
Shout out DWCP.
Thanks for everyone over in Europe too, staying up super late. Appreciate it. And Adam says, is that the park killer, Gabriel Sequeira? That he is. He's the park killer for sure.
That is the man. The boy.
Chris Henrik says, I've had the same problem with the ESTs. Was wondering why everything felt weird, and I realized I was a full width stance. That's happened to me too, Chris. Just like riding along, and all of a sudden I've noticed that one or both of my bindings have just gone out. I know Chris Ayers, he had that problem too. He's had that problem a few times. So man, maybe your next board, just go for something different. But I think I'm over EST, that EST channel system. But just keep it tight, man. Just every time you go out, just have like a tool on you and ratchet it up tight.
Yeah, keep a screwdriver in your backpack always.
And James says, my wife and I had our first season this year, mostly at Grouse Mountain. If we were doing blue, is Whistler Glacier too hard? No, the riding itself isn't that hard. You sort of need to be good at the T-bar. The T-bar up there, I think that's like the most challenging part. It's like very like, especially like the top like sort of quarter of it is very steep. Yep. So, but yeah, I feel like anybody could ride up there. It's there. But even just for like, it's kind of, at the moment, you only want to go up there if you're going to be riding in the terrain park section. And the easiest feature is like sort of like an up to like down box. So, and they're not grooming like the run that's beside the T-bar on the other side.
Right.
So
yeah, there's like one lane on the other side of the T-bar that doesn't have features, but yeah, you're just gonna find like crazy slushy snow. You know, it could be fun just to go up and make some turns, but yeah, it's mainly just to ride rails right now.
Yeah, like in terms of it's a cool experience, like going up there, maybe doing some laps, having like lunch at the top of the mountain. The whole experience is really cool.
Yeah.
But in terms of like snowboarding, if you're not really into the terrain park stuff, is probably you're not going to really. It's like the goal of the day is not going to be to snowboard.
Yeah, to make turns. Yeah.
Because yeah, it's unfortunate. I don't know why they haven't they haven't groomed that other side. Yeah, they've just got it set up really for the park riders.
Yep.
Awesome guys. Tons of great questions. TJ, here's one for you if you want to read that one, man.
Yeah, we got Snowboard Life 14. TJ, what white hoodie do you like to wear in the spring snow? Yeah, so I've got the Board Archive hoodie. It's kind of a lighter weight, good for the spring summer conditions, and that's what I'm going to be wearing most of the summer, I think, man. And I think that's Casey from Instagram. So yeah, I hope you're doing well, man.
Nice.
And yeah, if any of you guys want to check out merch, we both got some merch available for the spring and the summer.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a good way to support the channel, especially through like all the months outside of winter. It's like can be kind of tight trying to earn revenues from the channel. So yeah, picking up a beanie or a sticker pack or a hoodie is an awesome way to support us and just keep the videos rolling. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, thanks to everyone who's been picking up stuff already this summer. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks guys. Yeah. And Gabriel says, hi guys, for a backcountry and park ride on the same day, what type of boards would you choose? Greetings from Brazil. Keep up the good work.
Oh.
Yeah, Gabriel, great question, man. So for backcountry and park ride on the same day. Huh.
Wow. Yeah, that's not your typical day. That'd be an awesome day. I feel like if it was like you're finding some nice snow, some like deeper powder conditions in the backcountry, and then riding some park laps, I would probably, out of the boards that I have, I'd go for the Kazu, I think. War Pig also comes to mind.
Nice.
But yeah, I think something kind of like the Kazu style board is what I would go for.
Yeah, and actually I've had this issue come up too recently. Like when I was in Jackson Hole, you can't quite see it, but it's right here. It's the GNU space case, and it's a park board, so really good in the park. I love it. But then it has underneath your feet there's camber, and then in between is rocker. So it actually helps it to ride pretty well through powder also. So had a really good time riding that board in powder and into park. So, and I think it's because of that base profile of the rocker between your feet and camber underneath. It just kind of lets the tail sink and the nose stay up above the powder as you're riding.
Definitely.
So yeah, those are a few options for you.
There's a couple options there.
And yeah, Santi says greetings from Argentina. And all right, lots of good questions. Adam says linear mode does look easier to edit, but yeah, lining up shots is harder. I'm working on filming this season and looking to diversify my skills and angles. Nice, Adam.
Sick, man. Yeah, just practice, man, and you'll get better every time. It's fun learning how to film, honestly. It's like a whole nother challenge.
Whole other aspect of snowboarding,
Yeah.
Yeah, also, man, it's good to mix it up too in terms of like get a helmet cam so you can get some helmet cam shots, get the pole so you can like without the gimbal so you can like film yourself. Like when we're filming ourselves, we do it in super view mode. And yeah, always, even when you're filming yourself, have it in front, behind, beside, just changing up the angles.
Definitely.
And then even with the helmet mount, you kind of have to have it in one sort of angle, but having like a big variety of clips, I feel like that's like the best way to sort of edit a video together.
Yeah, it keeps it a little bit more engaging for sure. And you can also do like the post-up shots too if you're filming a buddy, to do another way to switch up the angles.
Yeah, post up, or like if you're riding by yourself, or like you're hiking something with somebody, you could even just like put the camera in the snow and just have it rolling as you hit a feature.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Daniel Z, what's up, Daniel Z says, can you do a bloody Dracula grab in the next vid?
Oh man, dude, there's no jumps right now, or I totally need to practice those more. I don't think I tried them since High Cascade last summer.
Oh wow, yeah.
So yeah, I definitely will try some more this summer. I'd like to dial that in. Thanks for the suggestion.
Yeah, check out some of the videos from last year at High Cascade. TJ got a few of those bloody Dracula grabs.
Yeah, surprisingly difficult grab. It's I mean, I guess not too surprising, but it was hard.
Alex Tinker wants to know, what's the best beginner board that I can progress on for under $600?
Oh, wow.
Is that American dollars? Because that's a lot.
Yeah, that is. I mean, especially, are you talking board bindings and boots, or just a board? If he's just looking for a board, I mean, yeah, you got endless options at that price point.
But yeah, beginner board, you could check out the, there's lots.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Yes Basic comes to mind, or even, if you have extra money to spend and you want something that you could kind of, maybe enjoy a bit more as you get to more intermediate advanced levels, you could look at something like the Yes Greats, or the Huck Knife, I think is a similar option to those.
Yeah, man, lots out there. Just, you don't need to spend very much money on your first board. Just keep the price low and, just find a basic board that you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go from there. And Rodrigo says, so you guys coming to Chile, just in case the south of Chile has way more snow, but smaller resorts. Not that far away from Santiago, 5 to 7 hour drive.
Okay.
Good to know, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's been the most common piece of advice we've been getting, that the resorts further south have more snow. So I think we're going to look at some the historical snow accumulations over the past few years and see what kind of difference we're looking at, but hopefully we'll find some fresh snow down there.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of going to ride all mountain. And so wherever we can get the best snow, that would be ideal, I think.
It would be kind of rough doing the 14-hour flight and then driving 7 hours. But yeah, if we were going to get a lot more powder, it'd be worth it for sure.
I wonder if it's as severe as because, riding in Vancouver, you've got those local mountains that are very accessible, but they don't get very good snow. But you drive a couple hours into the mountains, and then you're getting Whistler, Revelstoke.
Oh yeah, is that
the case? Is it are we flying to Santiago to go to Grouse Mountain?
All right, we got more research we got to do.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I don't want to go to Grouse, that's for sure.
Dude, maybe we should look into down south.
Yeah, we just have the flights booked, so we know we're for sure going, but the specifics are still, we can still change a few things.
So Adam says 2020 Orca makes me weep. It's so bad. Oh wow! Just the graphic. You're not digging that, just black and white.
You must be talking about the graphic, yeah. And I think the black is part of it is like a little bit kind of has like some reflective kind of shimmer going on in it.
Oh really?
But it doesn't look that bad, man. Like I do agree, the blue one does look nicer.
Yeah, just tilt your head a little bit, TJ. Everyone can see it. There it is.
Oh.
Nice. Birdshot94 says, hello from Poland, mates. Yo, what's up, man? Grant, what's the most affordable place that's still super dope to make a snowboard trip? I would say Mount Bachelor in Oregon. That's a very affordable place to go to and do a snowboard trip at. And it's like a really good mountain.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Bachelor's. Man, that was quick. That's a great answer, man.
It's always on my mind.
We got to go back there. Yeah, I don't know. In Colorado, you could check out some of the like non-super touristy resorts, like the non-Vail resorts, and they're still great. And you can get a much better deal at like Loveland or Arapahoe Basin, or even go further out and go somewhere like I think it's called Wolf Creek. I've never been there, but they get great powder. So, but it also depends where you're located. Like how much is that travel expense going to cost? But there's options.
Grant wants to know what's second best to Gore-Tex in durability and waterproofing. Would that be like a 20K? Do you think is that second best?
Yeah, I think just kind of your non-Gore-Tex branded gear that's rated at 20K waterproofing is going to be pretty much 20K is pretty much the same waterproof as Gore-Tex.
Is there any other like technology out there that's sort of like Gore-Tex that just hasn't caught on yet?
There is, yeah. So a lot of there's several brands that are kind of doing their own proprietary version of Gore-Tex. I don't know the names of the technologies off the top of my head, but I think like Patagonia, Arc'teryx, and those are higher end products and brands, but they have their own versions of it. And I even think maybe like some like Analog or AK from Burton, they might be doing their own thing now too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for all the great questions, guys. Just going to scroll down to the next super chat from Rodrigo Puff. He says, what's your plan for Chile to get to meet you? So, yeah, we're sort of working that out. But as soon as we know, as soon as we book our accommodation and we know where we're going to be riding, we'll definitely let all you guys know. So if you can make it out to the resort the week that we're there, that'd be awesome to meet up with some of you guys. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, hopefully we'll get it locked in within the next 2 weeks or so. But we'll definitely just have to keep you guys posted.
Maybe by this weekend.
Yeah, sooner the better.
Yeah. So. But yeah, we've been getting lots of feedback from everyone else too, saying go to this, go south. I guess it's kind of like a trade-off where there's less accommodation, it's further to get to, but apparently it's much better snow.
Yeah, potentially better conditions.
But then the other part of it too is if it doesn't snow, it's it'd be nice to have a terrain park. And do they have terrain parks in the south? Is that something to even consider? Should we be worried about the terrain parks? I've heard people say that some of the terrain park setups in Chile aren't really even worth checking out. So it's going to be a lot of learning. So that's why we're going. Really.
Yeah, that's the main point is just for the experience and the adventure. And yeah, it's going to be a great trip no matter what, but we'll definitely try to maximize it.
And Eric says, hey guys, just wondering how advanced you need to be for riding the glacier. Really thinking of making a trip. Do you need to be able to pull off tricks and boxes and rails and jumps? I think to have that's kind of all there is up there. There's one box, a bunch of tubes and rails, and no jumps at the moment. So if you're not into doing that stuff, it could be a fun experience to go up. But the riding is not really going to be all that great.
Yeah.
But you do need to be really good at riding the T-bar. The T-bar is a pretty difficult T-bar to ride.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's a few side hits, there's a couple rollers, and then there's one lane with no features, but it's not going to be great snow or anything. So, yeah, just keep that in mind.
And Ellie wants to know what's the best way to start park riding tricks in general. What's like a good starting point for park?
I think side hits is kind of like natural features, low consequence stuff, and then
Lots of switch.
Yeah, switch is huge. And then actually in the park, I would start on ride-on boxes and features, and small jumps. Work your way up from there.
Yeah, man, start small. Yeah, start hitting small things outside the park. Learn to switch, and yeah, butters and presses.
Yeah.
Chris Kokalis with the 229 super chat. Thanks, Chris, for the support, man. He says, keep up the great work. Here's the fund for ramen. Nice, dude. Love it. Ramen fund.
Yeah, we had some ramen yesterday.
And Ty Gallo with the $10 Australian super chat. Thanks, Ty. Says, have you guys used the GoPro Fusion 360? And if so, do you have any tips on how to hold it in front or behind or out to the side? And which way do you face it? So we don't have the GoPro Fusion, but TJ's got the Insta 360.
Yeah, I've got the Insta 360.
How do you hold it?
So I think it's if you hold it out in front of you, kind of like a selfie stick, you can film someone in front of you and film yourself at the same time, which is pretty cool. You just edit the clip twice and you get both of those angles. I also really like the angle where you hold it behind you. It kind of almost has like a video game kind of look. And even above, like pretty much, it records everything. So pretty much any way that you hold it is going to be cool. But I think those are my two favorites, either in front or behind. Definitely behind, though. Try that one.
Nice. Yeah, good question, man. All right, guys. So we're just over the hour mark. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Thanks, TJ, man, for helping out with the live chat. Do you want to tell the people about some of your social media and what's going on?
Yeah, definitely. If you guys want to hit me up at Board Archive on Instagram, check out my YouTube channel, Board Archive. And yeah, going to be keeping the videos rolling all summer. And yeah, hope to see you guys there.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. Thanks. Shout out to everyone that did a super chat. Really appreciate it. Awesome way to support the channel. And yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in, asking questions. Everyone in Europe, thank you guys for staying up late. Over in Oz and New Zealand, you guys are just getting up. So yeah, appreciate all you guys coming and hanging out. Definitely Thursdays, best day of the week. Yeah.
Yeah,
awesome.
Thanks everyone. And next time we see you, we'll be in Oregon.
Oh yeah.
So, live chat on Board Archive on Monday if you guys want to come hang out over there.
Yeah, live chat on Monday on Board Archive, and yeah, we'll be down in Oregon with High Cascade. So yeah, we'll see you guys then. Until next time, thanks guys.
See you guys. See you, Nick from NC.